Was just putting this idler pulley back on this this old dozer here, and I went to start this guy. This was super freaking scary. I think I'm actually still a little stunned. So the batteries are right next to you right here. Here's the battery switch right there that turns on the battery. And so I wanted to start it, and there must have been a buildup of hydrogen in the battery, and then the battery shorted internally and then exploded. There's like battery, it's sitting right here. There's battery acid all over the place in here. This is what the battery used to look like. Here's what it looks like now. That's some scary stuff. Anyways, maybe I guess I'll show you guys the rest of the process after I clean this up. Just got some baking soda. Gonna put baking soda all over this thing. Just like put it everywhere and then get some water all over it, I guess. To neutralize the acid so there's not acid all over the place. It's supposed to rain tonight, so. So I had this little backhoe right here. Have the little backhoe here so I lifted that up in place. So I got this sitting on the track right here. So now this like moves like really easy because it's like a train. It's on rails now. And so this guide right here goes into this little slot right here. So I was starting it up so I could raise this up to fit into this channel right here, and then I need to bolt it all back together. So let me finish cleaning this up, and then I'll show you guys that process. And I went too far. Ah. All right, let's try this again. got this big guy right here. Get some tension down on this guy. This goes in between here. It squishes this guy together and holds it onto the shaft. So this, just get this nut off here. It's a little cranky. Let's see. I don't know if it matters which way. I don't remember which way it went in or out before, but I guess we'll put it on this way. I think I have the nut on the other side though. I don't have my tools out here since this is literally fixing this out in the field. So we're just going to use these guys. It's going to take longer, but let's see, I got a bucket of wrenches I don't really care about. Let's see if there's one over here. Alright, I think these were on the opposite sides before, so hopefully that doesn't mess us up, because like these holes are a lot cleaner. So we'll see what happens. Wow, this is really rough. This is going to take forever. And I have no lubrication with me. So I've got a little motor oil, it's just what I had around. So I'm just gonna put it on this guy, help me get this back together. This thing's like not cooperating really, so we'll see how this goes. So it's been a while since I took this thing apart, so we're over at the other side right here. Yeah, I know, this shows you like how much this machine gets used, all this moss and stuff. So here's what we want it to look like on the other side when we're done. Pour some more oil on these guys. Back on the backhoe and tighten it back up. But the spindle's going to slide forward again. Maybe we can reach this out a little further. Alright, now we're getting real close. I don't know if this is how you're supposed to do it, but I'm just going to get this to like, I don't know, maybe I should stop there. I was going to get it to drop over the edge. Yeah, let's hit it just to drop over the edge, and then we'll get it come along and pull it together and pop that. So I mean, really, we just need to move this thing back like maybe 4 more feet. So maybe do this 1 or 2 more times. Okay, we definitely don't want to go out the end because we'll be kind of screwed. Slacking, I bet you'll be about in the middle of that spindle. we're so close. Just need to go back a few more feet. Maybe like 2 more feet. I know everybody that's done this before is like, yeah, you can just roll it right back to the other track, but just be cautious. Back like 2 more notches, I think. So there's like 3 things there. I'm gonna try it there. Let me just shut this guy off. Okay, let's stretch this guy out a little further. Hopefully we won't have to reposition the machine. Okay, let's curl the bucket and see what that does. Oh, look at that. Here we go. We'll get some out of that. Just curling the bucket. Oh, getting twisted. We'll go left. Oh boy, oh, we're jammed up right there. We need to go down. I think, oh man, it's like, it's almost there. I hope, because we've actually changed the length. We've actually changed the length of this run. So that bearing was so sloppy, there was nothing in there. So it's probably like this much on each side. So we've actually made this longer than it was before. Because this isn't greasable, and people just, whoever had it before, just put spacers in there to make it longer. So hopefully that doesn't prevent us from getting that pin back in there. Alright, I guess I should have just left this thing running, but I'm just going to go back one more pin. Like I'm in the movies, and I'm like, this is gonna be the last job, and then that's when it goes wrong. Alright, I'm gonna stop there and try to look at that. So now we're gonna turn this on for real. And we're gonna put this down just for safety reasons. We'll get the blade down so it just stays still, nothing goes wrong. I'm sure we'll have to lift it up because I forgot something. Alright, it's looking like a bulldozer again. So let's move that over and see how it looks. That's it. I think that's all. Alright, here's where we're at. This thing's looking good. I don't know really how to hook the come along into this guy, so I think I'm gonna have to finish this up tomorrow, and then I'll put some bolts in these holes right here, I guess, and do the same down on this guy, and then just like pull this together and then pop that pin back in. So try again tomorrow. Okay, I got the pin back in, and the video card ran out, so you guys aren't going to see that whole thing. But I don't know how much I got, but I had a come along over like this. I just put some bolts in these guys right here on each side and put a chain across, and then just drove the machine back and forth a little bit until it kind of wiggled together. And then I just did the best I could. So then I pounded it in from the other side. So when you put the pin back in, you want to get the tracks all the way back here so you have access to the pin. So I pounded it in with the end of a crowbar. I just kept slamming up against it. So now I'm going to bring it over closer to the truck, because obviously that pin's just sitting there right now. Let's see if you can get a better look at it, because the light's bad. Yeah, the pin's just sitting there right now. So I'm going to bring it over the truck, and then we'll weld it back on. So I don't have a portable welder, so I just put my MIG on here. Then I got a little generator in the back there. Not the best setup, but that's what I got. Then I got it over here by the truck. Then I back this guy up right here.